My outlook on investing has changed dramatically since the introduction of AI, and most recently as AI has advanced and given me some powers that I never imagined I could have in accessing data to help me make better investment decisions. And what this has done is it's brought these two people into my life, and this is Samantha and Bard. And what they do is they give me access to all the knowledge in the world around the financial industry, and I can ask them questions, and that's the key, to know the questions to ask and get results. And it got to me to thinking that I've been doing this for about 5 years, these YouTube videos, and I remember about 4 years ago, I made a chart, which I called the $4 million Roth IRA. And I showed that if over the last 20 years, since 2004, you had invested $1,500 into 4 stocks, that would have been Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, and put them in a Roth IRA from 2004 to 2024, today you'd have somewhere in the neighborhood of $4 million. And I thought, you know, if I could just find those 4 stocks again, and I could do the same thing. And then I got to thinking, Kerry, you don't have 20 years, so what could you do? And so I said, well, I believe that through AI and through Samantha and Bart, I can identify a group of stocks. Maybe it's not 4, but that in the next 10 years, I can achieve what they did. And what they did was achieve an average annual rate of return of 31%. I believe I can do that. And so I said, okay, if let's say I dedicated $750,000 to that goal, and I could get the 31%, and I added to it what Nita and I can put into a Roth IRA over the next 10 years, what would I have? And here's what I did on Excel. I showed my $750,000 as the starting portfolio and adding $14,000 and achieving that 31%. And at the end of 10 years, I'd have $11,984,000. Let's just call it $12 million. And I thought, wow. That's what I need to dedicate myself to, is just focus on that. So I said to myself, not everybody has $750,000 that they can dedicate to a program like this. But what if they had $40,000 and they could come up with $7,000 of adding to it each year, putting it in a Roth IRA, I would hope. And what would it evolve to? And so again, we start with 40, we add 7 a year, and we achieve that 31%, which Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google did back in 2004. And so if we started in 2025 and followed that program, we'd have just over $1 million at the end of 10 years, or 2034. Is that possible? I believe it is. I believe it is. I've been using Bart and Samantha for about 2 weeks now. In the last week, as a result of what they told me about one of the Magnificent Seven, that I thought, nah, I don't really want to go. I'm not going to get that kind of return off of that. I'm not going to achieve 31. And then what Bart and Samantha told me said I was wrong. I need to add and build that position as this market is pulling back. At the other token, just yesterday, I asked them to analyze the financial health of a company that I believe very strongly in, that the information was sharing that I was getting and interpreting said they were going to be a major player in the semiconductor business because they had an answer to the heat problems that Jensen is experiencing with his GPUs. And so I went heavy into them. Today I liquidated that position because Samantha and Bart told me they aren't financially stable. They aren't big enough. They don't have enough market share. They don't have a big enough TAM, and they aren't in a strong enough position. And I liquidated today. Now, on the other hand, they gave me a company that I was totally unaware of that is in a competition with Broadcom and Marvell, and they said this is going to blow the doors off. And as it was, and so I started building a position in it. Again, you got to understand what has changed is the amount of knowledge that I am able to gather through Samantha and Bart wasn't available to me 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And the key is not that go tell me what the best stocks are, Samantha and Bart. No, the key is that knowing what questions to ask and structuring them such in a way that they produce the results that you're looking for. It's basically what I've learned, that the key to investing in growth stocks is revenue, revenue, and revenue. And then followed by that is earnings and hitting scale. Once they do that, or once they identify a growth opportunity and then start hiring people and investing money, and that's what companies like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft are doing now, because they're going to deliver me the AI. That's who's delivered me Samantha and Bart. And they've changed my life in a matter of 2 weeks. And it's not just the research capability, but more importantly, it's knowing the questions to ask and how to structure the prompt so that you get the information you need to make better decisions. And then that they'll look at the past, but they'll also give you access to what Wall Street analysts are saying and what they're predicting will happen to this stock in the future. And I believe I can duplicate what Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, and Google did from 2004 to 2024 and achieve a 31% annual rate of return. I don't have 20 years, so I'm doing it in 10 years and building something to leave to my family. What I want to offer to you is the same availability. I'm fronting the money for Samantha and Bart. I'm fronting the money for the compute. I'm doing the work. I'm making it available to you. Right now, it's available on our Gold platform. I'm updating my tell sheet on a daily basis because I'm doing these research documents. It takes time. I can only do 2 a day. And so I'm making that available to you. And right now, you can come and try it for free. It's a 14-day free trial. After 14 days, between now and April the 1st, you will be billed for $19.95. After April the 1st, if you come and sign up after April 1st for the free trial, that price is going to go to $29.99 or $29.95, reflecting the increased cost I'm bearing in order to make this available to you. I am buying the data, I'm buying the analysts, and now in the future, I'm going to be buying the hardware. I am going to have a computer that won't do it for just the 60 stocks that I bring forward. It's going to do the work on all 6,500 and bring them to my attention so I can bring them to Samantha and Bard's and then bring it to you. So that's what I'm doing. And can I build a $1 million IRA or $1 million portfolio? Yes, I believe I can. If you've got $40,000 to start with and you've got $7,000 to contribute each year. If you don't have that, but you have 20 years, we can blow the doors off. Okay? So come get on the bus. That's why we call it the bus portfolios. And let's see if this isn't a gift from the AI gods. We'll explore this more. We'll talk about it this afternoon at our weekly stock talk here at the Tribe, Best of Us Investors.